Hi, Diamond friends. It's Linda at Diamonds for Linda. Today we have another WIP Chat. So, welcome in. I can grab you a cup of coffee, or if you prefer tea, we can do that as well. So, let me know what you would like to drink in the comments down below. So, I actually had my coffee already today, so I am going to have water. But yeah, so today we're gonna do a WIP Chat. I know this says diamonds and pencils, but I couldn't find my Diamonds for Linda. This is actually my Instagram name because I do diamond painting, and I started my Instagram off as a coloring channel. So that is why I didn't want to have two separate Instagrams, one for diamond painting and then one for my coloring. So I just combined it all into one just in case I get back into coloring someday, which I hope I do. So today I am continuing to work on this one. I believe it's called Library or the Library or something like that. And I'm still at the bottom where I left off last time when I had a WIP Chat. So this brown section right here and a little bit of her dress. So we're still in that area. So we shall see how far I get today. But you know what? I don't even have the drills. Oh my goodness. I set my whole table up. I don't have the drills. So now I'm going to have to rearrange things. So let me go ahead and pause you for a moment. Okay, I found the diamonds. So now we are just going to go ahead and put them to the side. Thankfully, I have enough room over here on the right. So I did find out with this that it's easier to close. Remember, I don't know if you remember that I was having trouble, but if you put it on the side, which I know you can't really see, but if you put it like this, I think that's what makes it easier to close. So now that I know that, that won't be a problem, and I'll keep you updated with that. So let me just open this up and then open up the other one. I've only worked on this during the WIP Chats. Well, I did this on my own, but the second time I worked on it, this is what I got done last time. So I'm still having a hard time finding the diamonds because I don't, with the order, I haven't got familiar with how they are all set up. So we'll just have to work with that. So how are you all doing? Let me know in the comments. I'm just going to move something around. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, let me know in the comments how you all are doing and what are you working on while listening. And I thought I had everything just right, but I think because I was thinking I was working on this one, so I made it. So let me see what's under here. Well, maybe what I will do, let me see if I could move this just a little bit more. Okay, I moved it over a little bit. I think I have it just right now. So yeah, so I wanted to share with you before I start the WIP Chat. Oh, I can actually move this a little closer now. Put that right there. And yep, everything's pretty good. So I got a Black Dahlia order. I was going to do an unboxing, but then I decided it's only a few things, so I'll just share it with you when I have my WIP Chat. So I got this adorable tray. This is the tray I'm going to use. Isn't this not adorable? The only thing is I don't think this one's available anymore. I got it just in the nick of time. Yeah, because this is the spring collection. I don't know if you can see that with I guess I could turn my light off for now. It's the spring collection, and it's just this, isn't he adorable? Is that a Highland cow? I'm not sure. And then right here it says Black Dahlia Diamond Art. So this is what I'm going to use today. So this is so pretty. I think she needs to create a stand so we could have some of these, like a stand for these. What I've been doing is, you can't see, but on the side of, because I have my, oh, this moved. I have my moon / rectangle lamp. Oh, now everything's not aligned. Oh, let me fix that. I do apologize. I thought I had everything all set up. And then because I thought I was working on, for some reason, I was thinking I was working on this section. So my apologies. So you can't see it, but on the side, I hope everything's straight now. I don't know. I'm just having issues here. But there's like space for this to just kind of be propped up. I should take a picture of it for you next time. But yeah, so I just kind of set it there because it's so cute. And then when I'm not working on diamond painting, what I do is I just, because this is a great stand, let's see if it'll stand up on my diamonds. So it stands up, so I just put it on my shelf like that. Except, you know, of course you could see the cute picture. I love it. And then I also got this cover minder. Let me see. Let me take him off for a second. This is like their monthly duck cover minder, and this one is an otter. How cute is that? The only thing with these cover minders, when I have, I'll put it back. I know you probably can't see it too well right there. But when I have my longer pens, I kind of hit the cover minder that goes flying. Like, I mean, not doesn't fly hard, but well, it gets knocked over, I guess is what happens. So hopefully with this one, it won't get knocked over. And then it came with the putty of the month, which is this one right here. The scent of the month, I guess I should say. It does say scent of the month, and then it is unhinged lemon, and it smells really good. This is what I'm actually using, though. I'm using this one. I like that this one says January 2026 because it tells you what month. So, because then I forget. Because I kind of put them in order. Like this one's in the back, so I won't be using this one for a little while. I'm not really, I don't really buy putty, but I really, since I like these to get these, what do they call them? Like the month, that month's box. So they usually come with the putty. But since I was ordering this and this, the tray and the cute little cover minder, I didn't get the box because it wasn't something that I wanted all the stuff. So I just kind of made my own by buying the little putty at the center of the month, getting this, and I just made my own box. But okay, so we'll move on from that. Okay, I'm going to turn my lamp back on. Oh, and then this is my pen. I forgot where I got this, but I could look it up if y'all want to know. But isn't this cute? I haven't used this pen because it is the strawberry shortcake. I love strawberry shortcake. I bought this like almost a year ago, or probably, yeah, about a year ago for my strawberry shortcake diamond paintings. I thought I could use this to work on, but I like that it's small. So like the other pen I was using is actually, when I'm using this lamp, it's nice to have a shorter pen. So as you can see, it's shorter than the other one. Especially when I'm doing a WIP chat. That way I don't keep hitting it because then you guys hear all that. And oh, and I forgot to mention that there's also these stickers in there. So yeah. And then I'm actually using a wax. Let me make sure I am. Yeah, I don't really like I try all these different waxes. Like I have this one from, can't see. This one's from Pure Bliss Wax. And then I have other ones from like Rhonda's Crafty Corner and just different ones. And they just don't work for me. So I stopped buying them. But look how much you get. So that's going to last a long time. So yeah, they just don't work for me. Because I feel like I have to keep filling it up. But I'm going to go ahead and get this one. Because I started using it on with this pen. This is pumpkin spice. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue using it. And I just need a little bit because I already have some in there. It smells good though. It smells really good. I'm going to take my glasses off. I got to get started, y'all, because my husband's going to be home for lunch today. So I don't have all the time in the world today. And I have a lot to do. Don't we all? Don't we all? I have a lot to do. And then I still want to get some diamond painting done on Glacius, the unicorn one. So let me see. Oops, I almost knocked him over. I'm just gonna, let's see. Just take that extra wax off and throw it in my trash. Don't let it fall to the floor. I'm sure it's not like putty, but where the putty will stick to your floor really bad. Oh, and then this is gonna be my trash minder. That one's from Belle Art de Nicole. I misplaced the other magnet, so I'm just going to set it here. So let's get started. Let's see. Okay, I'll try working without the light for a little while because I think it's fine. But if I can't see for some reason when the light's on, I could see it. Well, yeah, because it's brighter. But I think let me just go ahead and leave it on. There's not too much glare, so I think it'll be okay. Let's see. I'm gonna move it a little bit more, and I think I'm gonna find that bacon symbol and work with that. So I wonder if I should pause you for that as well. Oh my goodness. So guess what today? So today's Monday, and let's see the time. It's 10:27. Oh, this can't be too long because my husband's probably going to be here. But anyway, so today is Monday, and I was going to share a picture of the palette. Remember, if you listened in my last WIP Chat, this is the bacon symbol. I talked about how we bought 2 pallets worth of stuff to sell in our store. Well, it arrived today, and in those 2 pallets there is a espresso machine. I'm so excited about that, you all. I've been wanting an espresso machine for so long, but you know, they're expensive. So now that, oh, this has 2 colors in here. Let me show you. Oh, let me turn off this. Probably easier to see. Whoops. Let's see. I don't know if you can see it through there. Let me grab my pen. So right here, this is a lighter color, and then this is more like a light mint. Do you see that one right there? That one's a different color. That one's a different color. That one. And right here. Let's see. I think it was better with the light off. But anyway, I'll just work around that for right now. I have one like that in my my Captured by Radiance, the Glacius that I'm working on, the unicorn. I think it's that one. Oh wait, now that I'm thinking about it. Well, there's another diamond painting that has 2 colors in it as well. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's not Glacius, it's my Randall Spangler. There's a blue and it has two different color blues. So yeah, it's strange. Okay, but the palette came, you guys. It came today. So my husband's going to come home for lunch because he has to pick something up. And then he's going to bring home the espresso maker. I'm so excited. I just hope all the pieces are there because the espresso maker did not come in a box. So because these are returns, not everything's going to be in a box, but I was hoping my espresso maker would be in a box. So I don't know how used it is. I don't know if it's going to be missing parts or if it even works. So I'll have to let you guys know on another WIP Chat. So stay tuned for the saga of the espresso maker. So yeah, if it needs a part, because we got it so inexpensively, it will be okay to have to pay for a few parts, but hopefully it's all intact. So yes, it's really strange. So there's a white one right there. Oops. Right there. Let's just take those out. So I'll show you the espresso maker. I have a picture of it on my, let me get it. So you don't have to look up yet. Let me find it on my tablet. And, oops, here it is. This is just a pic. I only have this one picture of it. Okay. So it is this one right here. It has a little frother thing right here. So it's all automatic because you don't have like the handle thingy. So, and these are all the buttons I was talking about that it doesn't want to enlarge right here. That for some people it might be a little bit confusing because these buttons are multi-purpose so that you only, like, let me see what they say. One says espresso, one says coffee, the other Americano, and then over ice. So those are double uses. Like if you want to, if you want to have like a certain strength and stuff for one of these coffees, you have to hit like this button. And then these are coffee beans right here, how the strength. So then you'd hit the strength and then you'd hit the coffee that you want. And then you got to let it like set. And then you can hit the coffee for it to start. And I think once it's set though, it's saved. So you could have the settings saved. So that's good. So yeah, so that's exciting. So hopefully it will all be intact. So that's the only thing, because we don't know how much of what's on the pellets, if anything doesn't work. So anyway, so that's that. I'll let you guys know in another WIP Chat. Maybe if I could get a WIP Chat in tomorrow, I'll try. And then I have some exciting news. My daughter, she got engaged yesterday. I'm so excited for her. She came over with her fiance. We knew it was coming because her boyfriend did come last month and talk to my husband, letting us know, well, he had lunch. He took my husband out to lunch and they, he let him know that he wants to marry our daughter and, just asking for her hand in marriage, and he has our blessing, or they have our blessing. So I'm really excited for her. She's really excited. They're going to get married at the end of the year, though. So they're going to have a December wedding. So that's going to come up fast. When my husband and I got engaged, we got engaged in June. Oh, and it's June for them, too. And we got married in November. So we had a church wedding where I was a member at the church. And so we just, I'm going to move this down a little bit. I forget that my lamp is on top of this painting, so let me lift it just a little bit. So we had everything at the church. The reception was in not the sanctuary, the back. They had I can't think of they have all that extra space. So not the dining hall, but where they have a kitchen and everything like that. So that's what she's going to do. She's going to have it at her church that she goes to. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Let's see. So so this week I worked on, with diamond paintings, I worked on glacius all week. I didn't even stop to work on that little bunny one that I have from Look that's around, because I'm doing this there's an event going on. Excuse me. Oh, I had a frog in my throat, y'all. So I haven't worked on the little bunny one so I'm doing this one for an event, and so the photos for week 3, you can start putting up now. But so the week just started, so I don't have much done when you're allowed to first put the photo up. So I work on it all the way till Thursday. And then I take a picture and put it up on Friday, because you have to have it, well, if I can get it in on Thursday, I do, but you have to have your photo in by Friday by like 6 p.m. Central Time or something like that. Don't quote me on what time zone, but the first time I didn't realize that. I mean, it's all there, so it's my fault. But usually in the past when I've done events, they open it up on that Friday for that week, and then it's open. I don't know, it's just different. So it's different. So I missed the first one because I missed the week one because I thought I had more time to post my week one photo because, you just started it. Anyway, I'm probably confusing y'all. So now I know to get it up by Thursday because they're going to close the post by Friday before the end of the day. So I don't know. It's just kind of different for me because usually in other events you have that Friday to post and then like days afterwards. But it's all on there. So I should have known. I just wasn't paying attention, I guess. So I missed out on the first posting my photo the first week. A few other ladies did as well because what we did was we posted our photo in the group, but just separate because, they turn off the comments with that. So now I know. Now I know. Are any of you doing the Winter King storybook event? Oh, and speaking of that, on the Captured by Radiance YouTube channel was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday night. I didn't get to watch the live, but I watched the replay, but it was both the Captured by Radiance. Let's see. Let me see my next. Captured by Radiance owner. And I think it was Deborah. There's two owners for Captured by Radiance, Deborah and Tammy, but I think it was Deborah. And then the owner of Dreamer Designs. So that was pretty neat to see them both on there. So if I forget and you want to see that, I'll post the link to that below to the Captured by Radiance YouTube channel. And if I forget, just let me know and I'll put it in. So that was fun. The new owner is like so down to earth and he really is listening to everybody and he wants to do like be sponsor of events and things like that. He wants to get more involved in the community, which is really neat. But all that takes time. He just took over the company like in October, so there's so much going on right now, but eventually he wants to start being more part of the community. And this is like the second interview, if you will. He did one with, I think the creator's name is Rich or Richard. So, wow, there's only 2 of this one. I'm not seeing any more of this symbol. So that was fun to watch. I watched the replay though. I wanted to watch the live, but my hubby was up late that night. So, so we hung out. Sometimes he goes to bed earlier and I thought, oh, I'll catch the live, but not this Saturday, which was fine. Thankful for replays. That was only 2 diamonds that I put down. I might have to do another diamond painting for WIP Chats because this one's kind of hard. At least until I could figure out more where all the diamonds are. Get familiar with that. Because I feel like I'm like taking a long time to find the next diamond symbol. But this one has a little bit more. Oh, I forgot a bacon. I see some bacons now that I forgot. Oh, I see quite a few bacons I forgot. Maybe I'll try finishing up this square today if I don't finish it in the WIP Chat. So that was fun to listen to. But I was hoping to be further along with Glacius, the unicorn I'm working on. I'm not even done with the second row. And I think I wonder how many hours I spent on it so far. So. So I was watching one of those, where the police officers, they pull people over. It's on YouTube. This one was by Real America Sheriff or something like that. I don't remember his name, but that's his channel. Real America Sheriff, I think it's called. But this one was crazy. This one kid, well, he's not really a kid, but you know, since I'm like over 50, everybody under 30 is a kid. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so there were these three motorcycles that were doing like wheelies and stuff in the middle of the road, you know, where traffic is. And so the police officers, I guess someone must have called the police saying that these kids are in the middle of the road doing these circles and wheelies and all that kind of fun, well, not fun stuff, but crazy stuff. I guess to them it's fun. So the police came, but they left. They all like, instead of pulling over, they all left. So they ended up stopping this one where there was a young man on the motorcycle, and then he had his girlfriend in the passenger, and the police officers like, you know, this is, what were you thinking? You have her on the back, and if she, you know, she could fall off. And so anyway, they got I don't know what exactly happened to them, but he was asking like, do you know those other two riders? And he's all, no, we just were riding our bikes and we stopped, we started chatting, and then we were going to all meet over at a Buc-ee's. So, and then while they're talking to him, those other two are like coming back and like saying, haha, you can't catch us, like doing more wheelies and then leaving the area. So, you know, of course the police are going to go after them. So, and it ends up being kind of like, not like a chase, like the police weren't right behind him or anything, but they were keeping track of him. So there were two other motorcycles, and I guess they split off because they were just, in this video was just going after this one guy, because he also, the guy, I guess, I don't know if he was a YouTuber, a TikToker, or what, but he had a dash cam on his helmet. So this was an interesting one because they combined the dash cam footage with the police officers' footage they got that they get from their cameras. So he wouldn't stop. He's going 130 miles per hour. He's not stopping for any lights. He's going past red lights. And, you know, they lose track of him. Let's see. Let me see. I think I'll do an arrow. If I could, I think I know where the arrows are. So they have the helicopter, or I don't know if it's a helicopter, but they have the eyes in the sky. And he ends up going across 3 county lines. They need, because you know when they pass a county line, then it's out of like their area, so the next county kind of has to take over. So they had to use 2 helicopters. Can you imagine all these resources for this little punk? Because you know these people, what if there's like a emergency somewhere else and they have all their resources, you know, after this guy, and then his license plate says, what did it say? Will not stop or something like that. So it wasn't even a legal license plate. So he's driving around with a license plate that he got off of Amazon. Okay, let me find this really quick because I have a hard time doing trying to find my symbols. So just one moment. Okay, found it. And I don't know how long it took him to finally catch up to him, but they noticed that he was kind of slowing down. He went into a gas station. He talked to some guy and then left, and they think that he was asking if he could, you know, get some of the gas under what he was paying for, which I'm sure the guy obviously said no, because you know if he used his credit card, then they're gonna know who he is and all, which is kind of silly because you would think he'd know that he's gonna get caught. Anyway, so eventually they do stop him, but he went into neighborhoods. He was on main roads. See, then this wax, sometimes it doesn't, it's hard to pick up my diamond. So when they stop him, they're like, why did, you know, they grab him off his motorcycle. He puts his hands up, they grab him off his motorcycle. He's all, I'm a kid, I'm sorry." And so they take him on the floor, the ground, and they cuff him. And he's all like, "Why are you throwing me on the ground?" And obviously it's because he was like fleeing from them. And so they're checking for anything, and then they're all, "Why didn't you stop?" He's all, "I'm scared." And they're, of course, they don't believe that. And then he's all, "I'm a kid. Can I call my mom?" They always want to call their mom. It's so funny. And he's 19. He's not a kid. He's an adult. So he was just trying to play like, "I'm a kid, I'm scared" card when he was being so cocky, doing those wheelies in front of the police officers, acting like he's untouchable. And so, they're getting him handcuffed, and he's all, "Well, can I call my mom?" And I don't know how his mom knew about it, because then she shows up. And, the wild thing is, she's all like, "What happened?" And then they tell him, and he's all, the mother's like, "Well, do you think he was scared? He was scared to stop." She's giving all these excuses for her son when he was being cocky with the police at the beginning. He was running all these red lights. He could have hurt somebody, or he could have been hurt. And the police officer who is, because this is a video where, what is it called when reaction video. So the guy that runs the channel, Real America's Sheriff, and he's like watching this and commenting on it. So his family, his son was actually killed by a drunk driver. His son's wife was also, and his grandchild, his 11-month-old grandchild. They were whole family wiped out because, I believe because his was a drunk driver. So, a guy speeding like this at 130 miles per hour, he could have hurt somebody, killed somebody. Hopefully, YouTube doesn't, maybe I shouldn't say the unalive word too much. But anyway, so thankfully nobody was hurt, including, the crazy motorcycle driver. So that was just crazy, especially with him trying to give excuses like he was afraid, and then his mom giving him trying to make excuses for him. I would have been apologizing to the police officers, like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, my son did that," and I would not be bailing my son out of that one. So his bail was set so high that, and then the thing is, so if they were to pay that bail, I think it was like 199,000 or something like that, cash. So if they did pay that bail bond or whatever you call it, since it was over 3 counties, the next county would come and pick him up. They wouldn't even let him go because of the next county would pick him up, and if they bonded him out of that one, the third county would pick him up. So, but he got 6 months in jail, which I think it should have been more like a year for doing that. But he got 6 months in jail. I'm just glad that he didn't get just a slap on the wrist, because it seems like a lot of these, because I kind of watch some of these at night. And a lot of them just get away with how they act. Oops, I put that wrong. Oh, well. So anyway, he got 6 months, and he got 48 months with probation. And there were some other things. I think he had to pay, but the paying wasn't too high. So they should make him pay for all the resources they had to use, all the, because that's like time. That's a lot of time, gas, money, and everything. Helicopter fuel, oh my goodness. So, that takes a lot of resources. And that's an expensive chase. So I wonder if they got the other guy. They probably eventually did, because altogether there were 3 motorcycles doing this. And they actually did know each other, because when they start questioning him, and at first he's lying, and then they kind of, it's harder to lie than to tell the truth, because you got to keep track of everything, when you're lying. So when the police officer asked him a question. He said, "Oh yeah, I was meeting my buddies, those other riders, at the gas station." So it came out that they all knew each other, even though the last motorcycle that they stopped said they didn't know. And then this guy who was who they chased, said that they didn't know each other, but they all knew each other. So yeah, that's so crazy. Let me see what time it is, because and my husband's going to be coming home for lunch. I think I still have some time. So let's see. So yesterday was Sunday. And oh yeah, that was the day my daughter got engaged. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for her. He's such a nice, the guy she's engaged with, he's really nice. So what did we do yesterday? So yesterday, my husband and I, we went to church, and then after church, we went to this burger joint that has really good Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. I think I might have mentioned this place in one of my other WIP Chats, but I wanted to go there because I've been thinking about those Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. So we went there for lunch, and they have the sweet potato fries. I love sweet potato fries. And then my husband got the regular fries, and then we just kind of split them with each other. And then we didn't really do too much. We had to go to my husband's work because we had to get the area ready for that pallet. And then he was showing me what he's doing and where he's going to put it in the store. Oh, speaking of the store, let me show you something. I just have to get it. It's in my purse. I stole something from our store. No, I didn't steal it. But I took this. So I guess, these squishy things are all the rave right now. So there's these butter squishies. Let me take it out of the pack. I didn't open it yesterday because I wanted to wait until my WIP Chat to share it with you guys. But look how funny. It's like this butter and it's a squishy. How funny, huh? So I guess these squishy things are all the rage right now. But it doesn't seem to come back out fast. I love butter, you guys. I put butter in my coffee. So I put butter in my coffee with some MCT oil and gelatin, and I put it in the little blender, and it tastes so good. It emulsifies it, and it tastes really good. But it doesn't seem to come back out very fast. Yeah, it doesn't seem, look at that. That's taking forever. But anyway, I thought I could just get it, so sometimes I could do when I had the boys, I would buy Play-Doh, and I actually love to just get the Play-Doh and just roll it in a ball and just squeeze it like this. So I would actually play with the Play-Doh, but I would just be going like this and then rolling it in a ball and then just, so I thought this could be my Play-Doh. Oh my goodness, it actually has it has a little butter scent. I think that's a butter scent. But anyway, so I just thought I could play with it and just go like this, but it looks like it's going to take a while to get back to its butter shape. Anyway, so I stole that from our store. When we went shopping and we got this, I told my husband, I'm going to snag one of those. And then we also bought some of the other ones that are popular right now. Let me think. They're like little, oh, I can't think of the name. Pot stickers or something like that. So we try to keep up with the trend. But yeah, so I guess that kind of stuff's like popular right now. So I took that from the store while I was over there. Let's see. I don't really have too much to talk about today. Let's see. So we talked about not the color palette, but the palette. I really can't wait to see my I'm kind of scared though. My espresso machine, it didn't come in a box, so that's kind of scary. I think that's, oh no, here's some more arrows. And then like this wax isn't very, well, there it is a little bit goes. I like when it makes the pop sound. It only did when I first put it in the pen, so it doesn't stay. The pop sound doesn't continue. But I hear other people use these wax and they have such a better experience. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, you can only load it so many ways, and so yeah. Say other people that use like these specialty wax, small shop waxes, they seem to get a lot more use out of them. Oh no, is this from, I think that's a different color. We'll just put it in here. Let's see, what did we do Saturday? Saturday was our date day, but we ended up going to see my dad, but he wasn't there. So where my dad lives, we have 3 houses on that property, and my dad usually does the lawn mowing. He keeps the in the back, and then the person who is renting the front house, they keep the front mowed. But the lawnmower had broken, so my dad took it. I mean, my husband took it, and we hadn't taken him back his lawnmower, so we were taking it back, and my husband was going to mow the lawn. It was hot that day too. My poor husband, I felt bad for him. But my dad wasn't there when we got there, so I just stayed in the car while my poor husband mowed the lawn. And then my dad didn't get there at all, so it was hot in the car though. I was hot because I didn't keep the air conditioner on. I just opened up the doors, and then, yeah, so it was hot that day. It was like in the 90s. It's been in the 90s lately, so what is the weather like where you are? Is it hot? Is it hot or cold or just right? I remember when I lived in California, I used to think the 70s was hot. Oh my goodness, I used to be so hot. And we lived, the weather there to me now is like perfect, at least where we lived. We lived on the coast, so we didn't live too far from the beach when I was growing up. But when I was older, we lived further in. And I would get so hot. But now when I go over there, it's nice and cool. 70s is not hot anymore to me. At least not in California. California weather where we lived was really nice. But back then I used to think I was dying of heat. We did get the Santa Ana wind sometimes, and that was hot. That's when my sisters, I don't know if I think it was mostly my sisters, would get a bloody noses. So we did that on Saturday. And my husband actually had to work half the day on Saturday, so by the time we got back, it was pretty late. And then we had dinner at Chili's, and we just trying to find my next symbol. We split, like they have this platter, and you could pick 4 like sides to go on it, and they have like these, I think they're like Chinese egg rolls or something. No, not Chinese egg rolls. I don't know, because they're not like your typical egg rolls, and then they're already cut in half, and they're really good. And then we get 2 of those, and then we get some chicken strips, and then we split it. This is already kind of late by the time we're going to have dinner. It doesn't get dark so quickly. It doesn't get dark until like, yesterday was 9 o'clock and it was barely getting dark. So so we thought it was earlier at first, and we realized when we went to dinner that it was kind of late. So we didn't each get our own meal. Not that we were super hungry or anything, but so it was fine. It worked out. See how you don't hear the pop anymore? So I have to keep adding more wax, and then it doesn't always pick up my diamond on the first try. So I don't know what I do wrong. I see others use it, and they do their whole WIP Chat and don't have any issues. Let's see, any more? So I'm still trying to pack up the boxes because Wednesday we're going to go back to our storage, and then I repacked some of my things so they're in a nice strong box, and then I added some pine, little heart-shaped pine thingies in there because I was reading that should help keep any bugs from, I'm sure it's not 100% proof, but it should help. And then I also got these lavender like sachets, or however you say that. They're lavender, dried lavender in those little organza bags. And so I got that, and I've been putting those in the boxes. And so my books are going in a plastic container, but they're not airproof like some of my other containers, you know. So I have the hefty containers, and those ones aren't airproof or waterproof. So I'm also putting those in there as well. So hopefully the bugs won't want to get to my books. And let me see, I'm trying to find another color. So I'm trying everything to, hopefully they will stay away to deter them. So we're probably going to take some boxes back. I only have like 3 boxes to take back, which is kind of a bummer. And then I have all my containers here that have pictures and books. I don't want to take my books back to that one because it gets hot in the summer. It's like over 100 degrees in there. And you know, the spines and the glue, they're getting ruined. But in my climate controlled, here, let me find my symbol really quick. Okay, found it. But in my climate controlled storage, I'm not going to have enough room because it's a small one. It's not like super big like the one we have over where we used to live in that city where my dad is. And my climate controlled one is already, you know, it doesn't have much space for anything else. So we can't take all the pictures there just yet. We're going to have to go and try to figure it out. Move things around. So needless to say, my living room was a big mess yesterday. But I got it pretty much cleaned up. At least there's a path. I'm not stepping over boxes because I was getting my legs all scraped up from the boxes, the flaps. They would, when I would walk by one, because I was been wearing shorts because it's hot, I'd get my legs all scratched up from the box flaps. See, I don't understand how other people. So what are you all doing to keep the wax in there? Because I already have to fill it up again. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, so I still need to, but at least it looks okay. I mean, I have all these containers, at least they're against the wall. They're not in the middle of the living room. But still, I can't wait to have all the extra clutter gone. But again, at least it's kind of neatly cluttered right now, so it's not, like yesterday it was hard for me to do anything because I couldn't just relax because there was so everything was just everywhere. But at least now I can sweep and mop, and it's not so bad. Still not the best because, you know, I still gotta move it all. But yeah, so I just need to figure it out because what's been staying are books and pictures. And I really don't have much room left. So the glue on this canvas, it's a little bit slippery on parts. Like, at least, I mean, I haven't worked on a whole lot, so. But it is a little bit slippery. Like right here. Right here's fine. Well, it is, yeah, it's kind of slippery. But at least nothing's popping off. So yeah, I'm just having a hard time with the wax. I want to use these waxes that, that from the small shops, they have nice scents and everything, but they just don't work for me. I'll have to show you. Let me grab my wax. I don't want to zoom you guys all out because it was hard to just get it to where it is now, but I have like this wax that's from Pure Bliss Wax, and then I got this one. This is super sticky wax for your single placer. I think that's from Patty Wax. And then I got this galactic one. That's just hard to put in. And then I also got this one. This one's from Randy's Crafty Corner. Smells so good. This one's this one right here from Randy's Crafty Corner smells really good. And I have other ones, but because I have some more that are in a tin. I don't know where they all are. But yeah, so they just, I don't know, I have a hard time with them. And then I got all of these from, oh, these are putties. These are from Mary Mud. I haven't, she opened once and then she got busy again, hasn't opened again. But I still have a lot of her putty. I got this one, honeysuckle. I love honeysuckle. And then I got creamy vanilla. Then I got this one from the Pure Bliss. I should try these ones because the other Pure Bliss one that I got that I shared with y'all my last WIP chat. That one, this one was like kind of stringy, but I don't remember it being so stringy. So I think I'm gonna leave one of these out and try it. Maybe I just got a bad batch with this Skittle-ish one. Maybe I'll leave the candy corn out. And then I have, oh, Cafe Mocha. Oh, this one's empty. Oh, look at this one. This one is from, look, it has a little spider in there. That one, I got that from, I don't know the name of the Etsy shop, but it's the one that makes those like kind of like rolly, yeah, sorry, but she makes something for you for a multi-placer. Oh, she makes these things. Let me show you. I gotta find all these. I kind of misplaced my, because she has these. So you put like tape on here and then you get, to me they work better with rounds. Maybe I need to practice with squares, but this one would be hard because there's too much confetti. But if you have a lot of multi-placing, you get your drills and like, let me see if I could do this. Let me take my glasses off. I gotta look closely. And then you pick up the drills like this. Oh, look at, that's pretty good for squares. And then like if I had a section, then you would like roll this on the canvas. But that actually picked those up really well. But I forgot the name of this Etsy company. I'll have to put it down below. Oh, I found that. I should keep this out and practice with it. And she has that. This is her small size. She has a larger one too, which I have. But oh, look at my butter. My butter's back to normal. It does smell like butter. So yeah, then I have like these other. I got to get my Mary Muds out because these ones I've had for a long time. Especially, since now she hasn't been making. She had a daughter, and so it's just been hard for her. Maybe I'll put the Skittleish one back and then try the candy corn one and see how that one is. So I don't have a whole lot of putty because I use things like the Gorilla or not that. Just the putty. Oh, like this tacky putty. I kind of just use those. But I have a little bit of a collection. Yeah. Oh, and then I should take this one out too. I have this one from Nix's Notion. I like this one. This one is Cupcake Supreme. Smells good. Maybe I should keep this one out. I like hers. Hers is interesting because it's kind of like a hybrid between a putty and a wax. It's kind of different. So anyway, and then I have I actually have two from Nix's Notion. This is like a wax. I don't know this. Where is this from? This is from. I don't know where this one came from, but it's called Unicorn. Unicorn Dreams. I should take this one out and try it. I think it has a little heart in there. It smells good. Anyway, I probably should take some of these out. So I guess I'm forgetting about them because they're in this container. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for me. I kind of didn't have too much to talk about today. It's probably because I've been doing all these WIP chats. Whenever I have a moment, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a WIP chat. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying the WIP chats. I know today was a little bit, I don't know, I didn't have a lot to talk about. But hopefully you enjoyed it anyway. And if you're here to the end, is there an otter? I don't think there is. But if there's an otter emoji, why don't we put an otter? Or if there's no otter, let's put butter since I took this. I really like this. Let's put a butter emoji. How about that? So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, y'all. Thank you for watching my videos and taking the time to hang out with me and leaving comments and all that fun stuff. I really appreciate it. So if you like the video, please give it a like or a hype, and let me know what you're working on right now or what you're up to while we had this little WIP chat. So hopefully next time I'll have a little bit more things to talk about. I'll try to write things down during the week, or actually I've been doing these more than once a week. So I'll just try to write things down. But thank you so much. I will let you all go. Remember to be a sparkle in someone's day, or just be a sparkle. And I will talk to you, or not actually talk to you, but I will see you in my next video. Bye.